I knew something was wrong with this case from the start. Well, I knew she hadn't killed herself.
Missy and Steve Ducote walked into an unthinkable situation, finding their youngest daughter Megan lying on the floor of her living room with blood pooling around her head. The day before, Megan had gotten into a car accident, and the Ducotes were bringing their grandchildren home that morning.
I grabbed the oldest boy, and when I leaned over to pick him up, I saw the gun kind of tucked against her leg.
While Steve called 911, Missy, a nurse practitioner, knelt beside her daughter and realized she still had a pulse.
She was breathing, just barely though.
Missy began first aid, and Steve called Megan's husband, Dustin. The first officer soon arrived on the scene. Minutes later, Dustin Parra arrived.
He comes running in, and he slides, and he just catches the end of the blood.
After he slid, he got up, he pushed the gun away.
This would later be a red flag for Megan's family and investigators.
But what better thing to slide in right there in the blood and disrupt the crime scene?
Had blood splatter on top of it. Very important.
Another red flag, the blood spatter. 115 photos of the scene were obtained and studied by Steve and Betsy, Megan's sister.
We were on the computer researching and learning about ballistics, about blood spatter. You can see the blood spatter where it should have been on the exit wound side. It's actually on the entrance wound side. And there's no spatter on the exit wound.
There's always more exit wound blood than entry wound blood.
Steve was beginning to believe that his daughter had been rolled over after she was shot. That gun on the floor, it belonged to Dustin, and it was clean. Too clean, Steve said.
People all said blood should have been all the way up here, completely clean. Not even on the end of the barrel. No hair, no blood.
The gun. I would expect if the barrel of a gun is up against someone's temple that there would be blood and hair on that barrel, and there is not.
The state shuts you down.
Oh, yeah.
Sheriff shuts you down.
Right.
Coroner shuts you down.
Right.
Thereby launches a years-long investigation